If I had to describe my co-op experience in one word, it would be perfect.
Life-changing.
Success.
Amazing.
It's just different.
When I had my orientation here at SFU in first year, I went to one of the co-op seminars, and one of the guys that was presenting had gone to the Caribbean to do research, and there's photos of him swimming with the sea rays and like all of these amazing things. He was talking about how he was studying algae, and I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. And from that moment I decided that that's how my life was going to be, was that I was going to live on a hut on the beach and I was just going to study algae and its potential uses in medicine. And so then I decided to try co-op because that's how he found his niche, and so that's what I did.
So I decided to go on an international co-op term because there's things that an international co-op can only give you. For example, the culture, the people, and the language.
A challenge that I had during my work there was that at the beginning I was a little scared because I wasn't sure how the work environment was going to be, and I didn't have previous work experience on that area. How I overcome it was to stop thinking about what I didn't know to do or I didn't have, and just focus on learning, applying the knowledge that I got during my school courses, and do my best. And at the end, everything turned out very well.
One of the biggest challenges I had was asking questions, but it wasn't because of the language barrier, because my colleagues were able to speak English with me, but it was just my own personality. I think I like to find out answers on my own and not bother my colleagues, so it was really hard for me to ask them questions whenever I wanted. But I actually found out that it was a lot easier and it saves me a lot of time, even if there was a little thing that confused me. So I just went ahead and asked questions later on through my work term. It was much easier to ask.
One of my most memorable times actually happened outside of work. I was fortunate enough to visit some of the areas that were affected by last year's March 11th earthquake and tsunami disaster, and just seeing how much that people in Japan were able to rebuild within such a short amount of time made me feel even more lucky to go on this work term.
One of my most memorable moments came about 2 weeks after I arrived in Japan. I climbed Mount Fuji along with some coworkers, and we watched the sunrise from the top. It was absolutely stunning.
My one piece of advice would be, if it's somewhere where the language is different, definitely make an effort to learn it. Not just because it helps you with your challenges during your work term, but also it shows such great respect for the culture and for the people. Even just learning how to say hello, how are you, goes such a long way, especially if you're working with anyone who may be underprivileged. It's just a great deal of respect to learn that language.
If there's one piece of advice that I could give a prospective international co-op student, it's do your research about your potential company and host country, and also once you're there, just stay positive and open-minded. You'll definitely be able to overcome any difficulty you encounter and have a successful co-op work term.
The one piece of advice I'd give to students thinking about an international co-op term is do it. It'll be the best experience of your life.